Welcome everybody to the weekly Crypto Empire Sunday live stream. My name is Connor, and this is where we dominate the cryptocurrency markets. Let's welcome everybody into the live stream. Thank you for taking some time out of your Sunday, out of your weekend, to join me here today so we can discuss some altcoin and cryptocurrency opportunities that could potentially make us a lot of gains. Nothing in the stream is financial advice. Do your own research, but I do a lot of my own personal research, and I'm happy to share with you what I am uncovering down in the trenches. I want to welcome everybody to the live stream. We currently have 10 viewers, 3 likes. Go ahead and smash up that like button. Let's take a look who's in the audience today. We got Rigoberto in the building. What's happening, Rigoberto? We got Austin Craig Lands. Hello. Let's go, man. ADA dot and vet looking strong. We'll be going over a lot of technical analysis in the stream, giving some opportunities that I do see in the charts. And we will look at ADA, Polkadot, and VeChain. So thank you for being here, Austin Craig. We also have Malgor Zata, usual Sunday live stream viewer and Crypto Empire supporter. Thank you for being here. It's Margaret P. Sorry. What's up? What's happening, Margaret? Ready to listen and learn. We got Coin McDog, of course, in the building. We got Dre. We got official Mr. Laughter, giving the shades in the building. What's happening, official Mr. Laughter? We got Gordon Bombay. I guarantee Connor says we got Rigoberto in the house. You got it, Gordon. Absolutely. We got Arturo. We got Jacob. We got you. We got Drama King, Crypto Space. Everybody's here today. Welcome to the Sunday live stream. Let's get right into today's content. We got a lot to discuss today. All right. Brett Murphy, Garlic, Ian. Everybody's here today. Elmer, David. All right, let's get it going, guys. Let's hop into the computer right now. So let's start off looking at the overall market cap before we get into some of the usual content that we do cover, including some altcoin opportunities, of course. So we have Bitcoin trading at $64,400. We got Ethereum trading at $44,582. BNB $650. So the majors have not really moved too much. We're going to look at Bitcoin right after this market cap overview, but Bitcoin is looking a little bit lethargic today. Some possible short-term downside before, in my opinion, we blast off to the upside. I don't see these low prices that we have right now, this stagnant price action, lasting for too much longer, right? Every day that goes by, we get closer and closer to 2022, and the parabolic ending to the year is highly anticipated. We can go and look at some historical data. We will look at that in this stream, and we can see that things accelerate very quickly right around where we are now in the 4-year halving cycle, right? In late November, mid to late November, things kind of pick up, and it just blasts off, and it doesn't usually come back if we look at previous data. So buckle up. I think we're all going to make it, so just be patient, and we still have opportunities to buy right now. Cardano trading at $2.04, XRP $1.18, DOT still under 50, and we got our precious gem Luna trading at $50, right? $50 is the new $5 for Terra Luna, not financial advice, but hey, you can guarantee that I am still stacking that Luna at $50. Let's look at today's top gainers, see what's moving today. We got Radio Kaka. I've actually never even heard of this one. Trading at number 85 in market cap, up 184% in the past week. So that's quite impressive. Let's see what's happening in the chat. Smash that thumbs up button. Absolutely, Chris Randolph. Absolutely. Smash up that like button. 29 viewers and only 19 likes. Let's bring that up to par. Balance that out. What do you say? Smash that like button. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Loopring, Layer 2 blue chip, performing very well, up 144% in the past week. Ecomi, a lot of NFT hype happening over on Ecomi. That's kind of partnered up with a lot of legacy comic brands like Marvel. A lot of NFTs getting sold over there for high prices. Helium, absolutely crazy. I remember looking at Helium when it was dirt cheap earlier on this year. Shout out to all the Helium miners that have their Helium miners plugged in, mining Helium right now. Trading for $53.83. And there's some other projects that are similar to Helium doing a kind of a different thing that you guys will be hearing about soon enough from me. But nonetheless, you might already know what I'm talking about. And Litecoin, absolutely chatting it as well. Crypto.com. So we'll get into the usual stream content. I just want to mention Crypto.com real quick. A few weeks ago, I did mention Crypto.com. And I wasn't necessarily overly bullish on it, right? I was like, it'll probably go to like 48 cents by the end of the year. It's now trading for 41 cents. So I was wrong. I'll admit I was wrong about crypto.com. I knew it was built on Cosmos SDK. I knew it was his own blockchain. I know they're going to be launching all their DeFi protocols. I knew all this, but I was still like not too excited about it because, I mean, it's another centralized exchange, right? But they are doing some very big things, and I think crypto.com will go much higher than my original price prediction in that video. My original price prediction was around 48.50 cents, and we're already trading at 42 cents like 2-3 weeks later. So have your eyes on CRO. I haven't personally bought anymore, but I'm still holding the CRO that I've had for quite a long time now. So it's good to see that amount go up in dollar value, and I think it's going to go much higher. And crypto.com chain, or crypto.org chain it is, I think will have a lot of adoption because of their mainstream marketing approach to doing things. But nonetheless, that's today's top gainers. If we look at the losers, it's really not much at all. Algo, which was an outlier when Bitcoin was dumping, is now down 7%. Mana down a little bit. Luna down 5%. So nice discounts across the board. And I don't see these low prices lasting for too much longer, personally speaking. All right. See what's happening in the chat. Liked already, man. Together when bull and bear attack. Absolutely. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at, first of all, let's look at Bitcoin, and then we'll get into some altcoins. But it's always important to look at what BTC is doing because, of course, your altcoins are swayed by what Bitcoin is actually doing. So we're on a 4-hour chart right now. Trying to move my resistance line out of the way. So what do we have going here? We had a false breakout, right? We topped out at $69,182, and we had a nice 10% pullback. So 10%, 9.5%, it's a pullback. It's nothing to get alarmed about. As you can see with this trend line, this goes back to October, early October over here. We're still holding this trend line, right? So we're still in the shorter term uptrend within, if we zoom out to a 3-day or a weekly chart, within the overall major uptrend, we're still in the shorter term uptrend. So there's no reason for anybody to be panicking right now at this moment in time, right? Things are still looking very bullish, and we still have our price target up here at about $74,000 that I do expect to get hit. But let me zoom it back in now. As you can see, clear overall uptrend, right? From all the way down here in July. Anyway, if I zoom this back down to a 4-hour, you can see that basically we may lose this trend line at about 64,000, but we do have very strong support that we've already bounced twice off of. Right down here at 62,400 approximately. We've had 2 bounces from that level, and if we just look to the left a little bit, it's clearly a rally-based rally demand zone that formed because of this trend line. Right, we had a basing structure formed because of the trend line. So you can mark that as a zone if you want to keep your chart cleaner. You don't have to. It's totally up to you. But we've had 2 long wicks into this area, and this tells us that clearly buyers do step in very heavily over here at 62,400 approximately, 62,300. So if we do lose this current line, well then that's the first area I'm looking at to place some bids. And then if we do end up actually losing the 62K level, well then just look down here at the $60,000 price level. How many times price has bounced off of $60,000? We had one false breakout down here, but quickly buyers stepped in and pushed it back up, and then they held the 60K line. So realistically, we are looking for the place that the whales will hold, because there are a lot of Bitcoin whales out there that don't want to see price drop below a certain level. The first one I'm looking at, 62,400, not financial advice. If you want to trade BTC, put some bids down there, not financial advice. Next level, $60,000. Because, why am I saying I'm going to be placing bids down there personally? Because, as we've discussed, we have that price target at about $74,000, $73,000. If I zoom this back out to a daily price chart, and we take it from the previous all-time high down to the low, I've shown this many times here. The 0.27 extension over here, $74,600. You can front run that, put it at about $74,000. Your profit target. And, you're looking at a nice trade if you do decide to take this with leverage. You're looking at somewhere between, if you catch it at 62, you're looking at about a 17% gain. If you want to use 10x leverage, that's 170% right there, right? So that looks good to me. And that is my personal plan of attack with Bitcoin at this moment in time. Obviously, I trade a lot of altcoins as well. But of course, you cannot neglect the king. Also, let's take a look at Ethereum while we're on the subject at hand of looking at some majors. So looking at ETH, what do we have here? We have a falling wedge. A falling wedge in a bull market is very bullish, right? So yeah, we could see Ethereum chop around a little bit more. I don't see us going lower than, $4,400 down here, personally speaking. Right? You can see we have these candle bodies closing at this level right here. We got a lot of wicks down into the area at about $4,400. But what I'm looking for personally, let me drop this down to a 4-hour. So if we're going to trade this falling wedge, what we want to look for is the break. And you can see there's clear resistance right here at $4,660, right? We have one wick happening. We got rejected. Then we break that $4,660 level. We pump up to about 49. Then we lose the level again in this uptrend. But you can see clearly a lot of sellers are rejecting price at $4,660 right here. So if we're going to be trading this breakout, then I would take the entry at 46.60 and I would look to ride it up to, that swing at 5K. I've been saying 5K ETH. Everybody in the Discord knows, like down here at 4,300, I was saying, all right, this is going to 5K. You can ride this swing up higher. And if we take that breakout and we look, that is a 7% gain, right? So not too crazy, but nonetheless, it's a high probability trade setup that I do like, taking the breakout at 46.60. All right, so that's one opportunity right there to go ahead and look at. Let me see what's going on in the chat right now. We got a bunch of degens talking about some dog coins. Doge Dash. We're gonna talk about some dog coins. I've been digging through the interwebs and I found some coins that I want to share with you guys. I'll be sharing with you later on in the stream. But nonetheless, they're higher risk, but hey, you never know what's going to happen. One of them, I'll let you know right now, it is a dog coin. I found it last night, actually. I did some research, and I'm like, okay, this kind of looks good. It has some potential. It already pulled like a 30x since like mid-October. When it comes to Casper, you're investing in the fundamentals. The technicals, we're just waiting on the breakout. Nothing has changed. Actually, a little bit. This 4-hour candle, we do have some volume stepping in. We might get a breakout today on Casper. But basically with Casper, it is low cap. Let's check the market cap of it. Casper market cap, $316 million, right? So if we go to $3 billion, that's a 10x. That would put price at $1.20. That would make a lot of people very happy, including myself, right? Be sitting on like a nice 6-figure bag at that point. Yeah, so we need price to break out here. I mean, there's nothing really much to discuss. We've been trading sideways in a range for months now, since August. We had the false breakout with the September FUD to the downside. We recouped the range. As you can see, I've outlined the range low, the range high. We're trading close to mid-range right now. And yeah, after September FUD, we got right back into the range. We tested the high, tested the low. We go back, test the high, test mid-range. Now we're kind of floating around mid-range, waiting to see what does happen next. It's not too exciting, this chart. When it comes to Casper, my approach is just a dollar cost average. I know the project has very solid fundamentals. I'm not concerned about the price. Because if the project is solid, who cares about the price? It will pump eventually. Eventually, people will take notice. It will start to get adopted and it will start to move. So yeah, with Casper, there's not really a lot to discuss here except the dollar cost average and keep strong, hold strong, diamond hand it. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy to discuss with Casper, right? Just mid-range. Let's get a breakout. Pump my bags. What do you think about FTM and NKN? Entry points recommendations. So Crypto.com VC, we will talk about these coins in a little bit. We'll be doing the whole end of the stream, whole last 30 minutes of the stream will be reserved for charting altcoins. So we will get to that in a little bit. We got Jin Wu in the building. We got people asking about CHZ. Do you think RSR will go up still? Atlas Lion. What I was just saying about Casper applies heavily to RSR. Let's look at RSR right now. We're not going to look at the TA because we don't really have to. It's not really doing too much. But if we look at RSR, do I think it will go up still? Is the sky blue? Yes, the sky is blue. I do think RSR will go up too as well. Listen, the longer something accumulates, the harder the run will be. This is a Grayscale has a trust for RSR. You got the biggest VCs in the Silicon Valley. You got all the PayPal executives, former PayPal, startup guys, the founders. I'm trying to say, like Peter Thiel invested in RSR. The fundamentals are there to back it up. The money is there to back it up. Follow the smart money. What are they doing? They're probably buying droves of RSR. You got Grayscale accumulating this at 4 cents. Do I think it will run still? Yes, I absolutely do think RSR will run still. I haven't sold a cent of my RSR. I've only added to my stack because, like I just said with Casper, if the project has fundamentals, eventually the attention will follow. The adoption will follow. So yes, I do think RSR will have a very, very big run. It might not be in 2021. There's only about 45 days left in 2021, but we got the whole year of 2022 ahead. And I know everybody is now a cryptocurrency genius. Oh, the cycle is going to peak out in 2021, and then we're going to enter into a multi-year bear market. Everybody has their idea of what's going to happen. The truth is that nobody knows what's going to happen next. So what do? You prepare your bags, and you wait for them to go. If you want to trade, awesome. I trade heavily, but I have my bags packed. That's completely separate from my trading portfolio. Something like RSR is not a coin that I'm actively trading necessarily. That's a coin that I'm holding in my bags, in my HODL bags over here, waiting for them to pump. This way I can capture those gains. And listen, when you catch like even just a 5x, even a 3x is big, but we're expecting much more for RSR. But the more money you have, then you don't need high multiples to get more capital. And then you can really start playing around and diversifying your investments when you have profits, right? So let me just take a sip of water. When you have profits, after one of your investments does something good, let's say you put 10 grand into something, it goes up 2x. Right now you have 20 grand, that's 10 grand of house money. Let's say you discover a new altcoin. You can take out 2 and you can put it in that new altcoin because you have profits to reinvest with. So keep the faith on your RSR investment if you are holding it. I'm only adding to it personally, all right? What do I think about Cody? I'm bullish on Cody. It's sitting on support at 50 cents. And I expect the support at 50 cents to hold. Check this last night. Yeah, it's still sitting right there at 50 cents on support, okay? Cody looks good, guys. Bullish on Cody. I think it trades way higher, but here are some short-term targets. 64 cents, 75 cents, 88 cents, and $1.15 easy for Cody. I'm bullish on this one. Let me go ahead and let's talk about today's Twitter wisdom. All right, moving on. Next subject at hand. So today we're going to be quoting Secrets of Crypto. Shout out to Secrets. I quote him a lot here on my Sunday live streams because he puts out very good tweets, and he is an OG altcoin trader. He's been in crypto since longer than you and I have, so you got to pay homage to the OGs. Anyway, today's Secrets is saying, how do you find the next 100x altcoin? You don't. Chasing this goal is how most get wrecked. Buy the high quality crypto and hodl until you get huge gains. You don't know when they'll pump. It could take days, weeks, months, or years, but if it's quality, it will almost certainly pump. Exactly what we just talked about with something like Casper, something like RSR. We know there's big money invested. We can do our research. We can see the fundamentals. Oh, but Connor, it's been sitting there. It's a stable coin. No, it's not a stable coin. If it was a stable coin, its ticker symbol would be USDT, USDC, or UST, US Terra, right? These are not stable coins. They are in accumulation, and they are quality projects. So what do? Do you sell your investment and go chase something that's already up 3x in the past week because you want to, trade off your emotions and make bad decisions? No, that's not what you do. You do exactly what Secrets is saying right here. We just got a $4.49 super chat from Don Ragnar. Don is saying, when I'm ready to sell .link Solana in 4 to 5 years, what's the best way to trade them for Terra, Luna's USD stablecoin, so I can stake on Anchor? Big up. Well, Don, first of all, big ups to you for that super chat. I greatly appreciate your support, my man. Thank you for being here on your Sunday. But when it comes to .link Solana to trade for UST, So right now, UST is only listed on KuCoin. We are waiting on big exchanges like Binance to go ahead and list UST so that we can easily swap for it there. So yeah, if you want to, in 4 to 5 years time though, I'm sure that's going to be a lot different because we do expect UST to be the de facto #1 stable coin in the space. We expect them to outgrow Tether, USDC, DAI exponentially. And of course, a lot of Luna will be burned in the process, making the value of our precious Luna go way up. But anyway, right now it's only KuCoin, and then you can withdraw to your Terra Station wallet and stake it right directly onto Anchor. But I'm sure in 4 to 5 years, you will be able to get your hands on UST much easier because I see it being on all the blockchains that you just mentioned, including Polkadot and Solana. And of course, Link is just on every single chain. It's literally the link that connects all the chains together. So, Don, thanks for that super chat. Hope that answers your question. In 4 to 5 years, UST is going to be like the best stable coin on every chain. So, shouldn't be too hard to find there. But right now, you got to use KuCoin. All right. So anyway, let's get back to the subject at hand that we were talking about, which was our Twitter wisdom of the day from Secrets. So yeah, don't chase, right? That's how you're going to get wrecked. Buy the coins that you like, do your fundamental analysis, research, do some technical analysis, see some good entry points on the chart, and then sit tight. Wait for them to pump. Look at Origin Trail, look at Track. Shout out to Trackman, by the way. Trackman, if you're watching this, shout out to you. Congratulations on all your Origin Trail track gains. Trackman is a member of our Crypto Empire community, and he is very well off now because of his Origin Trail track investment. So shout out to Trackman. But anyway, this was the perfect example of Secret's tweets. For 2 years, Origin Trail track was, doing nothing really. Let's look at the max chart. We can see what I'm talking about here. February 2018, we're trading at 20 cents. We have the bear market. We go down to 1 cent, right, in 2019. Then we start picking up. We were less than a penny over here at the March crash lows of 2020, right? So for 2 brutally long years, Origin Trail track was at the floor. Look where it is now. It's trading at $2. All right, so that is why we keep the faith if we're going to invest into something because of the fundamental reasons. You don't sell too early. Track is the perfect example of Secret's tweet, right? If it's quality, it will almost certainly pump. Clearly a quality project. Years of accumulation, and it went vertical. Okay, so keep the faith on your altcoin investments and don't chase because you will get wrecked. And Secrets is a G. We can just look at some of his other tweets. Seeing some altcoins he recently picked up: Theta, Ocean, UMA, FTT in front. Theta and Ocean, I'm very bullish on both Theta and Ocean, and FTT as well. Anyway, shout out to Secrets. That's today's crypto Twitter wisdom. Hope you enjoyed that. Now let's take a look at what's happening in the chat and go over some more things. Let's see. We got Haji in the building today. What's happening, Haji? We just got a $9.99 super chat from Jin Woo. Jin, you are a legend. Thank you so much for that $9.99 super chat. Talk to me about Satayama. Right. Let's look at Satayama for our guy Jin Woo with that $9.99 super chat. What a legend. Sweet Bro as well in the building. What's happening, Sweet Bro? So Satayama, where can we find this? It's only on Uni, huh? So personally speaking, I'm not into the Uniswap only dog coins. I really like it when they're on PancakeSwap as well. Let's go to their website. And I also want to pull up Dex Tools. And because we're on the subject right now of dog coins, we're also going to take a look at the dog coin that I discovered recently and that I think has some potential. Let me just sort my setup out right here. Can you do AVAX and Luna? Nick, we will most certainly look at AVAX and Luna, 100%, man. Let me just look at Satayama real quick. Satayama Inu. Let's see this. Okay, 231K holders. This is as big as Floki. It looks like, huh? It's bigger than Floki. Wait for this to load up. You're lagging a bit. Yeah, I'm getting a message that I'm lagging right now. Hope it's not because I got too much tabs open over here. Let me just clear up some RAM on my computer. 1 second. All right, hopefully that gets sorted out. We just got a $9.99 super chat by Bliss Crypto. I think that's euros. Not 100% sure, but Bliss Crypto, I want to thank you for that super chat. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate your support. Awesome $9.99 super chat. Anyway, let me know if I'm still lagging. We're going to continue on with the stream. But Satayama Inu had quite the violent run up, huh? Been around since early June. And, I mean, from that point, it looks like it's up multiple 100x's. Doesn't even give me the percent. But, yeah, this is up huge. Having a nice dip. Clearly a lot of... So we're currently at a support resistance flip at current price. Now, when it comes to something like this, you can't really do too much TA. We had a clear ascending triangle, ascending wedge right here, right? Because what do we have here? When we see a chart like this, if you guys are new to technical analysis, this is very important. Listen up. So when we see price steadily going up like this, all that tells us is that sellers are getting exhausted, right? We have more buyers than sellers in the market, and that is why when we see these wicks down, there's a clear uptrend, and the wicks aren't going as low. There are less and less sellers as price goes higher, so eventually we come to an apex where we have horizontal resistance and we just pop up. So we broke out of this ascending triangle on Satai Inu, and then we retraced all the way back down right to this strong support area. So, listen, I got some other dog coin opportunities that I'm personally looking at. This one's already pretty big. I'm looking for some smaller ones. But, yeah, I mean, if we come back down to this purple box, that would be a good entry, just looking at the chart. Let's see what's happening. Bliss Crypto, thank you for sharing your knowledge. Appreciate it if you can check Flame or Icon. Bliss Crypto, we will definitely look at that. So, Jin, hope that helps with your Satayama Inu question. Now, Bliss Crypto, can we check Flame or Icon? We'll look at Flame. So there's multiple flames here. I'm going to assume you're looking at the first one, hopefully. So Jin, I just covered the technical analysis for Satayama Inu. When it comes to its fundamentals, I really haven't done too much research on it, right? I haven't really looked at that one too much. But Bliss Crypto, is this the flame that you were talking about right here, this one? Or was it the other one? This kind of looks pretty random. $14,000 of volume the past 24 hours. I'm going to assume you're looking at the other flame, fire starter. All right, we're not going to look at flame. Okay. Let's look at this one actually. I think this one might have just got listed. It's on KuCoin. So let's go look at the chart. When it comes to the fundamentals, I have no idea what flame does. But if it's on KuCoin and it just got listed, that's good. It got listed in mid-October, and this was one that you wanted to buy at the listing clearly up well over 40x right now. And yeah, it's just kind of accumulating then pumping. All right, so this looks like it kind of wants to break out again. It already started a breakout, now it looks like it's retesting. As you can see right here. Yeah, this looks pretty good for a continuation right now. Being that we're in a proven bull market cycle and we have altcoins, a lot of capital is flooding into the altcoins. Okay, one on KuCoin. We got the right flame. Yeah, this looks like it's going to pump up higher, and we can pull a fib. So I'll show you two methods to find some future price targets. We got the fib first of all. So you can mark some lines like the 0.618. 1.618, etc., etc. And we can also take a trend line and connect the tops like this and use that. All right, so we can expect price to use this trend line as resistance, as is already done 2 times over here. Right, 1 time, 2 times. So we can expect price to use it as resistance until it eventually goes parabolic and just smashes through it, and that's when you really, that's when it's going to go parabolic. So yeah, this is a brand new KuCoin token. I have no idea what it does. It looks like a IDO launchpad of sorts called Firestarter. Let me just take a look at the website real quick. Then we'll continue on with the lives. A launchpad for initial metaverse offerings. Okay, I got that one right. Cool. Yeah, it looks good. I listed on KuCoin right away, so clearly the team has some connections, some marketing, some money to play around with, so that's promising. So Bliss Crypto, thanks for bringing this to my attention. I greatly appreciate it. We got Crypto Mama in the building as well. Welcome, Crypto Mama. Thanks for being here. We got Ray Navarrete. Thanks for being here, Ray. Appreciate your support. Cool. And I'm curious what ICX Icon is doing as well, now that you mention it. So ICX, we had a successful trade here. I'll keep the targets on the chart because they do come back into play in the future. That's why I don't necessarily always delete my lines. All the lines always come back into play, especially trend lines. And even, of course, major support resistance zones. But on ICX, yeah, this looks ready to break out again. It's testing these highs that we first tested in early October, right? Then we broke down all the way back down to 175. Had another go at $2.50, rejected again, back to 196. Now this 250 area, once it flips, we're gone. And it looks like it wants to break out again on ICX. If you go to the weekly, this is traded, as you can see, a bit higher before, but nothing too crazy. And this is expected to go into price discovery as well on ICX. So yeah, it's about ready to break out right now, Bliss Crypto. Looks promising. And, you know, we could expect $5 plus pretty quick on ICX. So yeah, that chart looks very bullish, Icon. All right, let's see what's happening. Let's get caught up with the chat. A lot going on today, a lot of inquiries, a lot of questions. We got 104 current viewers and only 52 likes. Go ahead right now and smash up that subscribe button and that like button if you have not already liked the stream or subscribed to the channel. First of all, by the way, I did just mint this morning. I minted a new Terra NFT. I'll show you that right now. And this is in the top 1,000 out of all of the Terra bots. So if you guys watched my NFT video yesterday, if you haven't watched that, go watch my NFT video that I made after the live stream. But nonetheless, I mentioned how I'm holding a Lunable. And if you were holding a Lunable, you got on the whitelist for the Terra bots, which the mint happened this morning. And you can see this is the one that I pulled out. And if we zoom this in, see this red flame right here? There's only 54 terabots that have this red flame, all right? And it didn't mint out. There's like 8,800 that were minted. But nonetheless, only 54 had the red flame in the right hand. So I just got a rare NFT. Pretty happy about that. Anyway, that's enough about NFTs for now. But yeah, I'm happy about this terabot that I pulled out. We'll see if I can flip it. I paid 4 Luna to mint. The goal is to either hodl it or flip it for more Luna. Very simple goal with this. All right. All right, let's catch up. Let's start looking at some altcoins, guys. That's clearly why everybody is here right now, because we want to see some opportunities. We'll look at some trades as well on the majors. What is the best way to track your .parachain auction contributions? You can see them all in the Polkadot.js wallet extension. Go ahead and log into your Polkadot.js wallet extension to see all of your parachain contributions. Can you look at PolX? PolX, Polyastic, low cap. On KuCoin, that's good. Let's just look at the technicals. All right, another one that just launched and went parabolic. This is mid-October. No, this is May. I'm on a weekly chart right now. Sorry, it launched a little bit ago. So yeah, it launched at like the peak of the last bull run and had a very successful launch, and it looks like it doesn't have a lot of pre-sale dumping as well, which is good to see. All right, so what do we have here? If we look to the left, we can see on the initial launch, we had the daily candle close and open at the same spot. Some wicks. This is a demand zone. So, I mean, it's an area of supply and demand on the chart is what I should say. So we can draw it like that from the wick. Let me zoom in so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing here. As you can see, if I draw this from the high wick of the first daily candle to the low wick of the second daily candle, we get a bit of a zone here. And price has respected that zone very well. And now we're trying to break above that zone. And this is really the area to flip. It looks like once we clear this 0.0022 level, that we're going to have our next leg up on Pol X. And listen, I know nothing about this coin. I don't know any fundamentals about it. But I can clearly see that there are sellers here at 0.0022. And once these sellers get exhausted, I do expect price to have a pretty good run up. And you can barely see the volume on the bottom of my screen over here, but the volume is picking up. It's the highest it's been in months. All right, so this coin is clearly having some action. I need to make a new trendline video. Go watch my trendline video if you haven't already watched that. But trendlines make trading so much easier. As you can see, this trendline from the bottom over here in August, you connect the lows and you extend it right. And you can see how the trend line comes back into play in the future. And it also does align very well with the zone I just drew. So when we see these multiple confluences, this lets us know it's a good area to take profit. Or if it comes down, right, we also have methods to look for entries as well with these trend lines and other confluences. But Pol X looks good for a break. And, you know, you can trade this up to 1.3 cents. And that is giving you just under a 10x. If we go to 1.3 cents, which is the 0.27 from current price, all right, you're looking at about a 6x. It's a micro cap, so it can move very quickly. That's Pol X, though. Let's catch up on what's going on in the chat. Got a lot to catch up on. Chat is very busy today. Look at Hosky, Dogcoin on Cardano. It's not even launched yet. Well, if it's not launched yet, not too much to talk about, but thank you for that free alpha about Hosky. Cool. What about cards? Card starter. Let's see what's happening with cards. So it looks like it's pretty close to the bottom. 90% down from the all-time high right now. Let's keep it moving though. I'm not bearish, but I'm very tired of those videos with clickbait like this. Tina, I will never force you to go ahead and stay and watch my content. There's plenty of other channels on YouTube you can go and watch, so I'll never force anybody to be here. If you say you're getting sick of my content, I won't hold you to it. Unsubscribe button's right there. I will always be here though, bringing you the most up-to-date knowledge and technical analysis in the cryptocurrency space. I appreciate you watching the stream today regardless. Let's see. SNX, ZIL, AirSwap, Anchor, CHZ, Fetch, UMA, Ocean. So many coins to look at. What about Luna? Let's take a look at Luna and then some of the blue chips. So when I compromise my portfolio, the majority of it is blue chips, okay? I do have low caps, and these are riskier. I don't put more than 15 to 20% of my overall capital in these low caps, okay? I have most of my capital in blue chips that I know with like 99.9% degree of certainty that will succeed and will be trading for much higher in the future. And then I have my DGen low cap bags that can pop off and make me a ton of money very quickly. and I'm happy to risk my capital in those. Now, if we look at Luna, nothing's really happening here. As you can see, we are trading in this upwards channel that we have been since late August, just bouncing out. We had a few false breakouts to the up and downside of the channel. Yeah, but price is respecting the channel still, and this is accumulating right now. Luna is an accumulation. Now, listen, I'm a Luna bull. I'm very bullish on the Terra ecosystem as a whole. I don't see $50 being available for too much longer. $50 on Luna is the new, $15. Luna is going to shock a lot of people, guys. This is one of my top holdings, and for a very good reason. I'm very bullish on Luna. What I would look for here is a breakout above the trend line and now above the current all-time high. We do have a lot of outlined lower support levels, as you can see. Clear support at 46. And then we have one at 40. And then 36 as well. So 46, 40, 36 are like my rock solid support levels on the chart. That if we do dip down to these levels, I would say that they are excellent entry opportunities on Luna, not financial advice. And I know you might be thinking, Connor, Luna's already number 12 in market cap, is it? Luna already has what's the market cap right now? Luna already has a $22.5 billion market cap. How much higher can it go? You'll be very surprised. You will be very surprised, because if you know how Terra works, when UST is needed, Luna needs to get burnt 1 for 1. So we're talking about billions of dollars of UST going to be minted in circulation, which means billions of dollars of Luna burnt. Right now they are burning, I believe it's $3 to $4 billion dollars of Luna, 88 million coins for the ozone insurance protocol in the Terra ecosystem. So Luna is being burnt right now as we speak. And yeah, Luna, I'm super bullish on Luna. But looking at the chart, it's still in the channel. It needs to break out from the channel. We have our outline lower supports if we do get dips. But I don't see it trading for $50 for too much longer. Now CHZ, another top blue chip coin. I think CHZ deserves a spot in everybody's portfolio, not financial advice, but do your own research and you'll understand why I say CHZ is a blue chip, right? It's going to be here for a long time. It's going to succeed. Now, if we look at CHZ, if you guys recall, if you're a member of the Telegram community or if you're a Discord group member, you'll know that we got in CHZ all the way down here at 34 cents, 33 cents, and we rode it 90% up to our target over here at 65 cents. This was an easy trade. So obvious, ascending price action, horizontal resistance in a bull market, we expect it to break to the upside. And that's exactly what happened. By the way, we just got a $9.99 super chat from Ty Toast. Shout out to Ty Toast for that $9.99 super chat. You are a legend, Ty Toast. Thank you very much. Appreciate all of your support. Let's continue on with the stream. Just a super sticker right here, a flying pear through the air. So if you have any questions, Ty Toast, let me know. Rafal's saying $300 to $500 Luna. Yeah, 100% Rafal. Glad we're on the same page right now. Crypto Nil Gaming. I'm on TradingView right now. This is the software I'm using. Bliss Crypto, appreciate your honest opinion and knowledge. No problem. Thanks for your support. Let's keep on looking at some blue chips right now. We got Luna. We got CHZ. We'll look at some other ones. How do you buy XRP? You can use Qcoin if you want to buy XRP. All right, let's continue on with my blue chip discussion. So CHZ blue chip broke out of this symmetrical triangle to the upside, and now it's trying to break through the resistance over here at 59.60 cents. We have our next targets outlined. 76 cents, 87 cents, and $1. $1 is a new all-time high. As you can see, the current all-time high is 94 cents. Very bullish on CHZ. Been buying it for much lower prices, and I honestly think currently it's not a bad place to get in if you aren't in. This is like kind of a sure thing, not financial advice. CHZ. Even if it dips lower in the short term, it will be trading for much higher in the mid to longer term, right? Even the short term as well, it's going to be trading for much higher. Bullish. Another blue chip that I really like. FET. Now all the moon boys are going to come out of their crevices. Oh, FET, it's a stable coin. It's never going to move. Look, it's 83 cents. It's dropping now. Ha. Patience. All right, let's go back to our Twitter wisdom of the day. Let's remember what Secret said. It could take days, weeks, months, or years, but if it's quality, it will almost certainly pump. Fetch AI, perfect example of a quality project. It had an epic pump already this year, right? It already went like 80x. But listen, it's gonna go. In my opinion, it will be trading for much higher. So what do we have here? We have horizontal resistance at 90 cents as well as $1. So we need to break through this $1 resistance. Once it breaks through that, it's off to the races. We do have some targets from $1.50 to $2. Those are some short-term profit-taking targets. If you're holding a fat bag of FET, it might not be a bad idea to take a little bit of profit, especially if you got in at lower prices. As you guys know, I started really covering FET down here at around, under 40 cents, around 35, 40 cents. So, we're up pretty good on it, but I expect a lot more upside to FET. And we're still trading in this range. Range high is 90 cents, range low is 66 cents. Anywhere in the range, in my opinion, is a good buy. If we drop beneath the range, which I do not see happening, lower than 66 cents, that means we're entering into a prolonged correction. And that means my analysis would be way off. And I don't see that happening. I stand by my analysis that we're going to be trading for much higher. So yeah, we're back in the range now, back in the buy zone at the top. Looks good on FET. Now let's see. Let's look at Zilliqa. Take a look at some blue chips. After Zilliqa, I want to share with you a coin that hasn't launched yet, but I'm crazy bullish on it. So Zilliqa, on the daily chart, we broke this trend line on the daily, this trend line from late September. Okay, so not really what you like to see. As you can see, volume is very low. Not a lot happening here in Zilliqa, but when we have volume dropping and we have price dropping like it currently is, usually that means buyers will eventually step in sooner. When we have dropping price and dropping volume as well, it means the sellers are getting exhausted. So Zilliqa, boring, right? Stable coin, 10 cents still. It's actually back below my entry that I called. So yeah, it's unfortunate. I was expecting the symmetrical triangle breakout. But hey, more time for accumulation. Zilliqa is another quality blue chip project. A lot of people have given up Zilliqa completely, sold it for other coins. That's fine. You're free to do whatever you want with your capital, but I think it's going to have a big run this year. Right? $1 for sure, which is a 10x. Kadena is a great gem. I agree. Kadena is a great gem. Let's look at AirSwap AST. We just got a $49.99 super chat. Let me see this. From Dre. Dre, you are a legend, man. $49.99, $50 super chat. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your support. You are in here every single Sunday. You're one of the most active community members, always giving your well-informed opinions, answering any questions. You are a prized member of the Crypto Empire community. I want to thank you for that $49.99 super chat. Really appreciate all of your support, my man. Awesome stuff. All right, so we covered Zilliqa. Now, when it comes to crypto, you need to get into projects early. And for that to happen, you need to spend a lot of time. You need to spend a lot of time doing some research. So one project that hasn't launched yet that I'm pretty bullish on is something called Aleph Zero. All right, so Aleph Zero is a project built on Polkadot substrate. And long story short, it's a layer 1 blockchain, and it has private smart contracts. Now they're finishing up. They had their token generation event on November 10th. I couldn't participate in it. If you're in the US, you couldn't participate in any pre-sale or token generation events. I literally discovered this project yesterday when I was doing some research. But if you look at the fundamentals of this thing, it looks absolutely insane. They can do 100,000 transactions per second. Token hasn't launched yet. So as soon as this hits the market, I'm going to market buy. Not financial advice at all. But look into Aleph Zero, guys. I think this has the potential to be a very big gem. If you do a little bit of research, you'll understand why as well. Okay, layer 1 blockchain going to be competing with all the majors out there, built on Polkadot substrate. You can access their mainnet through the Polkadot.js wallet extension, right? So it uses all the Polkadot tools and software development kits, which means it's interoperable, and it has private smart contracts. Do your own research on this. Ticker symbol is A0. Waiting for the TGE to happen. Very bullish on it, though. I'm going to risk it and market buy. Not financial advice at all. But a huge project. It's been in development from 2018. Looks like a winner to me. We'll see what happens with it, though. But I wanted to share with you that little bit of info that I discovered. Look into Aleph Zero. We'll see what happens in a few months' time. Let's see. Let's see what's happening. So we'll look at Koti Mana. Please link. Yeah, let's look at link. Koti Mana link. Let's look at link on Coinbase. Fresh chart. Yeah, let's look at my original link chart. So looking at link, we had our first target up here at 35. Entry was taken at 28. Clear ascending triangle. When we see this price action structure, that's our edge in the market really. Rising price action, higher lows, clearly means less sellers are stepping into the market. So that's how we know with a high degree of certainty that the uptrend will continue. Now what happened, we busted out from the $28 resistance. We hit our first target at 35. Now our next targets are 42 and 49 on link. Now if we do come back to the $30, $28 level, a great opportunity to buy. Now if I don't know how long you guys have been in the market for, right? There's 200 people watching right now. I'm not sure if you just joined cryptocurrency this month, the past few months, maybe a year ago, maybe you were here from the last bull run. I'm not sure how long you've been in it, but you would understand with link, even earlier this year or late last year, 1 year ago around this time, you know, if we look over here in November, you can see in November we peaked out at $16, and then we flushed out in December all the way back down to $7, $8, right? We dropped 50%. So with link, it's going to be violent when it pumps up, but it also has pretty steep corrections as well. Even recently, we went from 35 all the way down to 20, a 40% correction. All right, so with link, if we do see one of these big corrections, that is your golden buying opportunity. You know, if we see something back down to our original entry at 28, which is a 13% drop, that's a great entry. But, you know, even if we go lower, 20, 25%, we could be looking at around $25 link. That is the time to go in with link. So be on the lookout. We just got a $4.49 super chat from Ian. Ian, thank you for that super chat, man. Greatly appreciate your support. Could you look at HOT, please, dude? Absolutely, I can look at Holochain. I haven't checked Holochain in a few days, actually, and it looked really good. But yeah, with link, look for all dips. Next targets are 42 and 49. BTFD, not financial advice. Now let's look at Holochain for Ian. Okay, so Holochain, not much needs to be said here other than it's time to buy, right? What do we have? It's already outlined for you. I already did the work on this about a week ago, right? I laid out the trade. So what happened here with Holochain? As you can see with my gray box, you can call this a resistance area. You can call it an area of supply. Whatever name you want to use, just know that sellers step in at this point. And eventually, as you can see, after we broke down through that level, we broke down, came back, retested, rejected. All throughout the summer, came back up, strong recovery, rejected, came back up, rejected, came back up, rejected. Now we broke through, and what's happening? We're retesting that rejection point. That's extremely bullish. When we break through a key area on the chart and we go back and we retest it like we are right now in Holochain, that is extremely bullish, okay? This chart is screaming at me to go long. Also, beautiful ascending price action, consecutive higher lows on the chart on Holochain. Retesting a key support resistance flip area as well. Super bullish on this. And if it does break down lower, well, that means that we just had a false breakout. And false breakouts happen all the time in the market. That's why no trader is right 100% of the time. Myself, I know several other traders that we can get 4 out of 10 trades right and still be highly profitable, because we know how to manage our risk, of course. But that's a topic for a whole nother day. I've made many risk management videos. I made a full 30-minute tutorial of risk management video. Go watch all the trading tutorials on my channel if you want to learn more about risk management when you are trading. But nonetheless, this could be a false breakout, but you know, the odds are that it's not going to be a false breakout, and that we trade much higher, and we have the big breakout that we're looking for on Holochain. And you know, if it is a false breakout, we have some support levels lined up. We got this trend line I just drew, comes into play at about 1.1 cents. Then we do have this lower support at 0.0098 on Holochain that I really do like. All right, so that looks really good, Ian. Thank you for asking me about Holochain, because that is a prime opportunity for some gains right now. And, you know, we're looking at, if you want to trade this spot, you're looking at a 50% gain to its first target, and then, you know, 100 and what is that? 200% of 3x to its second target. Holochain bullish, super bullish on that. All right, guys, we got 165 viewers and only 91 likes. Go ahead and smash up that like button right now. Get those likes up to the current viewer count. Now, let me see something right now. What else can we look at? IOTX gonna boom. Yeah, let's look at IOTX. Okay, it's already booming, and it looks like it does want to continue up higher on IOTX. So right here, this is a breakout retest. Same thing that's happening on Holochain right now. Like the same exact pattern kind of playing out that already happened on IOTX. So that's why I like that structure a lot when I see that in a bull market, a breakout and a retest. So for this, I mean, if you're not in this, I wouldn't say to just jump in right now. There's definitely a lot of better opportunities in the market. Drop this to a 4-hour. But yeah, this looks like it wants to continue trading up higher. Got a wedge formation forming, coming to its apex on IOTX. So yeah, I agree this will probably pump up higher. But it's already pumped, and I wouldn't recommend just go ahead and chase this now on IOTX. But yeah, we could be seeing, you know, 30 to 50 cents pretty soon from 22 cents. Looks pretty good. Is there a pre-sale for Aleph Zero? Don asked. There was, but I literally found out about it yesterday, like last night, and I was like, damn, this looks crazy. Gonna share this with everybody. But yeah, I think there was, but at this point, the token's live, but it's not exchanged anywhere because they still have some tokens to sell, I believe, from their public sale. I'm not too sure exactly. I'm in their Discord. I joined their Discord yesterday. I was like, when's it going to be listed? They're like, be looking out for the announcement soon. I said, okay, great, thanks for that info. So yeah, we're still waiting on some more info for Aleph Zero, but do your own research, Don. You'll see why I'm talking about it right now. Looks like a gem. Let's look at SNX. Let me just go ahead and grab a sip of water right now before we look at SNX. All right, so this was expected to be like a really big winner at the start of 2021, and it hasn't really done too much. Right, it peaked out at 28 bucks from about $5, $3 from last November, which is good. You know, you're still looking at 5-6x to its peak. But, you know, another really hyped up project that was expected to do really well and did was Thorchain, right? Thorchain, I remember seeing it for less than $1. So last year I remember like doing a lot of research around this time, and, you know, two top picks at the time were Thorchain and SNX. SNX was weighted more heavily to do better, and Thorchain ended up being the big winner out of those. So that's why I say SNX was pretty underwhelming, because I did expect more from it, but the fees are so high on Ethereum. And basically, SNX is synthetic assets. So in order to mint a synthetic asset, you need to lock up collateral. And the requirements to lock up collateral to get synthetic assets on SNX is like insanely high. It's kind of silly how high it is to mint synthetic assets, the amount of collateral that you need to put up. So that's definitely a deterrent for people to invest in this protocol. But anyway, if we look at this chart, we had a descending channel. You can even call this a broadening descending wedge, right? You can definitely call it a broadening descending wedge. And we broke out of it. And now we're holding this lower support down here at about 925 as the bottom. So what I would do, if you're going to go long on SNX, you can trade a breakout at 1175. That's the area to go long right here, 1175. Take that breakout and look to, for a trade, you can trade that up to about 19. I actually like 1850 better. So for this trade, you're looking at 60%. That's a clean breakout of this wedge right now that's kind of forming. Of course, we expect it to break to the upside because we're in a bull market. All right, let's see what else is going on in the chat. We just got a $5 super chat from Ray. Ray, thank you for that $5 super chat. I greatly appreciate your support, my man. Awesome. Do you have any questions? Let me know right now. So, let's see. We got so much going on. Are you bullish on Engine and Affinity? And how would you enter EFI? So I'm super bullish on Engine, Crypto Mama. Super bullish on that. And Affinity, let's look at EFI. So how would I enter on this? That's a weekly. We were just looking at the weekly of SNX. Let's look at the daily or the 4-hour of Affinity. Let me see on the daily actually. Okay, so strong pump up from the start of November. So we had a supply zone form. Now with this most recent pump up, notice how we didn't close above the high of the supply zone. That's not a coincidence. That's why we mark our supply and demand areas on the chart. And yes, Taproot is live. That is correct. The Bitcoin Taproot is definitely live. Okay, so Affinity, how would I enter on this? Let's pull out our fib. Take it from the swing high to the swing low. And we can see our 50% retracement is right here at $1.40. Right in a demand zone. And you can see we've already tested that zone once. Okay, so what I would do personally is I would put bids right at the 50% at 142. Not financial advice. And then the 61.8 as well looks super good at 120, 125. So yeah, I would layer some bids if we do expect this to continue up higher. I don't really know too much about the project, but if we want to look for an entry, you got your 50% fib retracement and your golden pocket down there. All right. A lot of requests for Kadena, KDA. I need to make my Kadena video. I'll make that this week. Regardless, if I drop this down to a 4-hour, you can see how I do have it labeled a little bit. Pretty simple strategy from $18 down to $15. Me personally, you can do whatever you want, but me personally, I am a buyer in demand. That's how I base my trading, right? Very simple. When I see price and demand, I'm a buyer along with all the other smart money in the market. So we have demand down here in KDA from 18 to 15. So that is my entry. Right, I did accumulate a little bit down here. Now I want to see it go up higher before another drop down into our zone. Right, so hopefully we get another drop down into the zone here, and this is where you want to accumulate on KDA. Because again, I do think KDA is going up much higher. When you look at the fundamentals of the project, who's involved, it has a top contender written all over it. So yeah, I like KDA. It's hard not to. How can you not like KDA? Once you do your research and understand what it is. Let's look at Mana. We've already been going for over 1 hour today. I want to thank you for all your support, all your questions, making the stream what it is, giving me the energy to keep on doing this. Of course, if I had less viewers, I wouldn't be as motivated, but I would still be doing it. But the fact that I got 200 people watching today definitely makes me push harder and deliver better content for the entire Crypto Empire community. Now, Decentraland Mana, I'm going to go ahead and use a gray box to mark off what I'm seeing here. So the more that you do your own charting, the easier everything is going to get. The easier you're going to be able to understand exactly what I'm looking at here. It's not rocket science, it's technical analysis. It's pretty simple once you get the hang of it. But anyway, this gray box I just drew is a pretty critical area on the chart right now. As you can see, we have the pump up on Mana after the big metaverse hype occurred. I also have a demand zone drawn on Mana. So you can see the demand zone is being respected very well. Whenever we drop down to the 250 level, that's your time to buy. It's looking like we might not get another opportunity because, as you can see with this gray box, a lot of times it's been used as support and resistance. And recently a demand zone formed in the gray box as well, which is common, right? Price gets stumped up in the key areas and it forms supply and demand zones with the basing structure. Once you understand supply and demand better, or maybe you really understand it very well already, you'll know that this is a common theme in the charts. So this is your buy zone on Mana at about $3 to 280 on Mana. Right, we want to see price dip into the zone and continue up higher. Kava built on Cosmos. Yep. Let's see. If IOTX is 33 cents on Coinbase, about the same on Abra, which are both way higher than what CoinMarketCap shows it at, 22 cents ETC. Couldn't someone get loaded using arbitrage? Yes, Sweet Pea, absolutely. If that's what you're looking at, for sure, somebody can get absolutely destroyed on an arbitrage opportunity there. Mattage, how do you determine demand zone? Good question. So I made 2 full videos, completely free actually, talking about supply and demand zones over here on my channel. I'll quickly show you that. There I am, Crypto Empire Live right there. Love to see it. So if you go to playlists on my channel, and then you go to trading tutorials right here, you can see this is like hours of content. I am developing a premium trading course, so you don't have to use YouTube videos and everything's. I'm going to give you all my tips, tricks, secrets, etc. But this will get you started on the right foot. Watch my supply and demand videos and watch my beginner's guide to trading cryptocurrency. It's a 2-hour, pretty much full beginner course. Go watch those if you want to learn how to read supply and demand and get started on your trading. All right. Lucas, how do you think about this situation in 2018? Will we see a replay? Yes, Lucas, I do think we're going to be seeing a parabolic ending to this. And yeah, that hype could scare you, but hey, it excites me because that volatility is what we look for. FET, we already looked at FET, Michael, but I'll tell you again what's happening. We're back in the range on FET. So I'm not concerned. Range high 88 cents, range low 66 cents. We're now back in the range. No problem. More time to accumulate. The big Fortune 500 companies that are partnered with Fed are probably accumulating right now, and you want to do what the smart money is doing, not financial advice. AVAX topped out at 999. If you're looking for an AVAX entry, we can pull this fractal. And I like 50% for fractals like this. And that 50%, as you can see, puts us at a pretty good level at $90. So yeah, this is price discovery right now, so we can't look to the left and see if we have any previous price action in the area, which of course gives us more indications of what's going to happen. But right now we're in price discovery, so we need to go off what we have. And really what I'm seeing, if we do drop back to 80, as you can see, every time we've come back to 80 after we left, we blast it off. So 80 is like the big level. If we see some kind of huge liquidity sell-off event, 80 is where you want to have bids. But in the shorter term, 90 looks good as well. 89.90 or 80 for AVAX for an entry. Let's see. Kava. Let's look at Kava. So take a look at the chart. So I'm very bullish on all coins built, or all chains, I should say, or all blockchains built on Cosmos. Hard not to be. It's really hard not to be bullish on the Cosmos ecosystem as a whole. Now Kava still trading for $5. As you can see, $5. All right, this is a perfect opportunity to show you supply and demand. So we're looking at August 2020. August 2020 was when we had the DeFi bubble, right? A lot of you guys probably weren't even in the market when this happened, but I remember like it was yesterday. But the peak of the August 2020 DeFi bubble was $5, call it 470 to 550. So I'm going to go and draw a supply zone at that level. Now I'm going to show you right now why it's so important to mark these key areas on your chart. Okay, so after we leave the $5 level from August throughout the rest of 2020 and early 2021, right, what happens, we form pretty much a cup and handle, but we come back up to that 550 level, we get slammed down, rejected. We break through the 550 level. Where do we pull back to? Pretty much the same exact supply zone that formed over here. We pump up, rejected, right? We test the lower demand zone, but you can see this red box that I drew, right? We break above, break below. Same red box from August 2020, used as supply again, rejected. Same red box, rejected. Now, same red box, we consolidate, we pump up, break out, come back and retest. And as you can see, current day, to this day, we are using that same supply zone that formed over 1 year and 6 months ago. Okay, so that is why I like supply and demand trading. That's why I'm a swings trader and I use the higher time frames, because it makes my job a lot easier. I only need to do the charting really once, right? All I need to do is draw a supply zone that formed from August 2020 and I can have a very good indication of what's going to happen with price to this day. So what do I say? I say this is a buy zone, okay? Just like previous resistance becomes support, previous supply becomes demand. Lot of support in the area now. Kava is a buy, especially at current prices. And I can draw something like this. Give me 1 second. So I just gave you guys a little bit of a lesson on supply and demand right there. Hope you took some notes. Seriously. Once you learn how to do this stuff on your own, you're gonna make so much money in the market, right? Once you figured this out. But yeah, Kava, it's in a level that I like, and it's forming this triangle pennant at the apex, coiling up, about to break out. Look at it; it's just in sideways consolidation. Yeah, Kava gonna break, bullish on Kava. All right, let's see what else we can talk about here. Let's get a few more in before we end this stream. Let's see. Do you have Twitter? Yeah, you can follow me at ccell_8. Fetch needs more people to buy and stake so it can become more decentralized for sure. That will happen. But listen, the fundamentals of FET are going to remain constant. The fundamentals of FET are super, super crazy good. Let's see. Are you bullish on Regen? They help build Cosmos and focus on green stuff. Yeah, I haven't done too much research on Regen. I've heard about it. Ala, can you show us your Luna Bull? Yes. Let me show you that. Do I still have my... Let me pull up Random Earth. 1 second. I'll show you my little NFT collection on Luna. And this is one of my wallets. I'm not going to show you my other one, but I'll show you this wallet. So in this wallet, as you can see, I have some Gucci's. I have them listed right now. So I was able to mint these for 0.1. And, you know, these ones aren't rare. This one right here is in the top 20%. This Lazy Bessie Gucci. And then this Burley Harvey one right here. This is in the top 40%. So I'm going to hold on to these. We're going to be able to breed these. And so I'm going to breed my Lazy Bessie and my Burley Harvey together. As you can see, I also have my domain name, cryptoempireco.ust. Got my Undead Greenie. But yeah, this is my Luna Bull right here. Bull 8763. Mirror Protocol, and it's a zombie bull. So as you can see, zombie bulls, 1.5%. That means only 150 zombie bulls exist, which is why I went for it. So yeah, this is my bull. Nice Mirror Protocol hoodie. Glasses kind of look like the rapper Quavo. So maybe he'll want to buy it from me one day for a much higher price. Go back to my collection. But I'm pumped about my Terabot. And some meteors in here as well from the dragons. But yeah, this Terabot, I'm super happy with this. As you can see, the right hand accessory, let me make sure you can see that. Right hand accessory, the fire energy, there's only 55 of these Terabots. So this is quite rare, man. This is quite rare right here. Who wants to buy it for me? 100 Luna. Let me know. Have I done research on XPRT persistence? Yes, I have. Right? Persistence, XPRT. Very bullish on this protocol. I'm not going to get into it about what it is or anything, but just know it's built on Cosmos, and yeah, I'm very bullish on it. Bliss Crypto. CQ saying, I don't get NFTs. Don't see how these go up in value because they're rare. Like I said, there's only 55, right? There's only 55 Terabots with this this flame in their right hand, and there's 8,000. Let's go back to the home screen. So you can see, you can visit the minter. So this didn't mint out all the way. 8,875 were minted at a 10,101. So, yeah, they're rare collectible items is the hype around NFTs. That's all. Do you envision you'll be picking up some virtual land? So, Ala, I already got some in Network, actually. I'm pumped. I can't wait for Network. But yeah, I'm going to pick up more for sure. All right, let's look at Ocean and ADA. A lot of requests for Ocean and ADA. I was going to look at ADA earlier when we were looking at the majors like Bitcoin, Ethereum, because I do have a trade that I can show you on ADA that I'm looking at myself right now. Now, Ocean is, I mean, let me see the all-time high of Ocean right now. Ocean Protocol all-time high 193, and we're still down 50%. So I was personally expecting like $5 to $10 Ocean by this point already, but it's taken a little while longer to get that high price point that we were seeking. And I haven't pulled up this chart in quite a bit, but anyway, we had a demand zone that formed down here in March, right? A drop-based rally demand zone. And now you can see supply and demand again. What happened? This former demand zone became a new supply zone. You can see after the parabolic pump up from the summertime correction, where do we go? We went right to that previous zone. Got rejected. Another crack at it. Got rejected. So what do you want to do? Basically, we can say with a pretty high degree of probability that when we flip this zone at 120 that we're going to start running higher. Right, and we never hit $2. I've had these green lines on the chart since over here. I was expecting $2 Ocean, but we never hit it. So even to $2 from now, you were looking at over a 2x on Ocean. And we do have clear ascending price action, which means that sellers are getting exhausted. Sellers are stepping in less and less into the market. So this looks pretty good. Ocean Protocol. If you want to take a breakout trade, that's your breakout level. $1.02. Right? Go long above $1.02 for a trade and ride that up. You can take a scalp target at 120. You can use leverage if you want. You don't have to. But I mean, even to 120, that's a 23% gain. So you put up a 10x leverage trade, that's 230% right there. Ocean looks good. And an ADA as well. So ADA. So many coins, guys. This is why you got to have your blue chips in your portfolio. You got your altcoin bags. And then you got your trading portfolio, which allows you to have a lot of fun and hop in and out of all these different coins and make quick cash. All right, that's my strategy. I have my portfolio set, and then I have money that I use to trade that I'm very active with it, making active income with it. So don't trade your hodl bags, pretty much is what I'm trying to say. Now, ADA. Let me zoom this into a 4-hour. So on ADA, actually, let me go back we're going to go through a little bit of a technical analysis lesson for you guys. I've shown you guys ADA in the past. Anybody who's been subscribed for a little bit will know my analysis on ADA, how simple it really is. So notice when ADA was trading down here at $1, every time it came down to this $1 zone, from about $1.06 down to 96 cents, it just bounced out, right? So clearly buyers step in at $1. Now let's move over to current day. Very simple. I drew another box here, right? I drew another gray box right around $2 down to $1.89, right? So really $2. Every time price comes into the $2 zone, it bounces out. What happened? Price was trading down here at 190, right? It wicked down lower, but that's not a big deal. It's a false breakout to the downside. Anybody who shorted here got absolutely roasted. That's why you don't short in a bull market, not me at least. I look to go long in a bull market. But anyway, what happened out of the zone, we pump up. Now, if I go back to a 4-hour, we're forming this falling wedge. Very bullish chart pattern. Okay? So how would you want to trade this wedge? Let me get rid of this trend line. How would you want to trade this wedge? It already broke the wedge, right? It's going sideways. But personally speaking, if you want to take a trade, I would put the entry right here at 208. See how this is resistance right now? It's been resistance in the past. Also been used as support many times in the past. 208, key level. Okay? So what you do is you go long. And you can see I have one of those infamous supply zones that we were just talking about. I just gave you a mini lesson on it. So what happens? This is where you take profit. So you take your entry at 208 and you trade it to 240, 235, 240, 13%. Okay, yeah, you use 5-10x leverage. You're looking at, an 80 to 100% trade right there on ADA. High probability. Looks very good. Of course, we need Bitcoin to stop being lethargic. Right, Bitcoin's being very lethargic today. But once everything does pick up, this is a very high probability trade on Cardano. 208 to 235, 240. That's my ADA analysis. Please check one. Let's check Harmony 1 and seller. By the way, guys, I want to thank every single one of you guys watching the stream today. This was a record-breaking stream for Crypto Empire. We had over 200 live viewers, so thank you for all your support. Good to see you guys are enjoying the live stream content. I may have to up the frequency of these live streams and start doing, a few times a week. Might even have to bump it up to daily. We'll see. All right, if you guys want to see more live streams from me, let me know, either in my comment section or at me on Twitter. Tweet at me saying you want to see more live streams at @ccell_8. I'll put my Twitter right here. Go and follow me on Twitter as well. Okay, so Harmony 1. We're going to start out on the daily on Harmony. So we're holding the support over here at 27 cents. Now, Harmony is a top blue chip to me. I see Harmony trading for, let me zoom it out to a weekly so you guys can understand where I get my numbers from. So Harmony, we made the all-time high in the spring over here at 21 cents. Had an amazing run. Absolutely crazy. From less than a penny to 21 cents. Right? People's lives were changed from this Harmony run that took place earlier in the year. We had a nice pullback to 4 cents. I started really accumulating from 7 to 10 cents on Harmony 1. Now my first main level that I'm looking for is up here at the 4.236 extension level. Like for my hodl bag, I'm saying to take some profits. I'll sell around like 30% of my stack up here. This would be like well over a 10x because we were buying at 7 to 10 cents at 4.236, like 94, 95 cents. Okay. I see Harmony trading for over $1 very easily. Now that's my longer term analysis. Let's zoom it into more current, quick opportunities for you guys, because I know that everybody wants instant gratification. So look at some current, quick opportunities. So what's happening on Harmony? Basically, if we look to the left, we formed this supply zone Actually, let me go back to a daily, make everything a lot easier. So what I was talking about, the crazy run we had back in March. So you want to mark the highs of that because it will come back into play. So I'll mark that former supply zone that occurred. And as you can see, that former supply zone was a good area to take profit if you were buying it down here at the lowest, because it came all the way back up to 20 cents, got slammed back down to 12. Okay? So that's why you always want to frequently take profits with your active trading portfolio. Nonetheless, we break through that 21 cent level. We come back, we retest it. That was a target for a trade, right? We took the entry at 17, 18 cents. So what happened from then? We came back, we retested that former all-time high. We blast off to a new all-time high. Now we're holding this current former all-time high from October at about 26 cents. So I do expect this to hold, okay? I'm a buyer here at 25 cents. 26 cents on Harmony 1. I am personally a buyer. You can do whatever you want. Now, if we do get a drop down lower to that previous all-time high from March at about 22 cents, that's where you really want to load everything up on Harmony. This is like such an asymmetrical bet. If you look at the fundamentals of Harmony 1, you'll know that they have one of the highest transaction counts, daily transaction counts, one of the fastest growing ecosystems, blockchains, carbon neutral, very energy efficient, etc. Covers all those boxes if you're into that. So yeah, super bullish on it. Currently, it's in a buy zone, right? It's in a buy zone, and we have another buy zone down here at 22 cents for Harmony 1. And then some targets laid out, 43, 53, 70, and then 95. But super bullish on 1. Hope that helps. Sorry about that. Looks like my camera froze as well. Let me fix that. All right, guys. Let's go over a few more charts, a few more opportunities. See what else is happening. A lot of requests for seller, CELR. DOT is the sole layer 0. Nothing beats it. Trust me. Yeah, I mean, I'm very bullish on DOT. I put a lot into the parachain auctions, so that means I'm a hodler, right? I'm hodling for the next 2 years regardless. I have some liquid. Yeah, I'm bullish on DOT for sure. It's a gem. It's an undervalued gem. If you look at the chart, sitting on support at 45. Yeah, I mean, DOT's a major. All right, let's look at seller for our guy Shalu, CELR. Okay, so looks like a flag. Could draw something like that. On seller. Held this zone very well. Now, if I draw another dotted horizontal line, yeah, I mean, this looks like it wants to continue up higher. Just kind of consolidating in this downward channel. So what we want to see is, we want to see it make a higher high, okay, on seller. Our local high is over here at 14 cents. We're currently at 11 cents. We're now at support. We do have some more support levels outlined at about 8 cents. Really 9 to 8 cents is your next level. If this doesn't hold over here at 11, right, if we keep on going down into this channel, we could end up here at this. Let me get my text. Make this very easy to understand. Right, if I write demand, demand is where buyers step into the market. Okay, so if we drop down to this demand zone, that is where a bunch of buyers will step in. And what happens when buyers step in? The price goes higher, right? It's very simple. Technical analysis. This isn't rocket science. All right, so if we come down here to 9 cents to 8 cents, I'm a buyer, right? That's a demand zone. Currently, we're at support, so this could hold. What I'd like to see is start to make higher highs. We currently have resistance over here at 12.5 cents. So let's break above 12.5 cents, then get above 14. And that would mean we're printing consecutive higher highs, right? And we want to make higher lows as well on seller. I'm not holding this coin. I'm not too into this coin. I'm pretty sure it was a Binance initial exchange offering back in the day. And all the Binance initial exchange offerings tend to do well. Two of them off the top of my head: Matic, Harmony One, another one, Fetch AI, right? And I think Seller was one as well. But all the Binance initial exchange offerings tend to do very well, right? They have Binance backing them. Do I use the fib for looking for a few months trade? Yes, for sure I do. For sure I do. Yeah, hodl your Matic. So let's look at VET. We already read Roger. We already looked at RSR. The consensus was on RSR to pretty much just keep on accumulating it because that's what the smart money is doing. Still at 4 cents. Let's look at VeChain, then Kusama. Okay, so VET played out very well for us. You know, all the time I'm getting asked now, Connor, how are you such a wizard with your lines? How do your lines always play out like this, Connor? How are you so good at TA? Listen, it's not rocket science, right? We look at the key areas at the chart and we put our profit targets there. And with VeChain, we had another successful trade from 12 cents up here to 18 cents, caught about 40%, right? That's why we take profits at the targets, because usually it'll pull back after that. All right, now we're pulling back. What do we expect on VeChain? We expect it to move higher. I'm going to draw a gray box because I see these wicks down here in this area. Get rid of the smaller gray box I have here. So you can see back here when it made its spring all-time high, we had several long wicks down into this 15-cent area where buyers immediately stepped in. We ended up breaking it, and just like we've discussed on some other charts in here, this is a supply zone now. Price comes back, test supply, bam, slam down. Comes back up, test supply, bam, slam down. Right? Now we took our entry with this horizontal resistance, with this ascending price action. You can see we broke out, we retested. A lot of people got shaken out here because they didn't have the conviction to hold the trade. And then we end up pumping 40%. Okay? So we are currently in this former demand zone, now supply zone. So we do expect this to hold. Now, if it doesn't hold, we do have a level over here at about 14 cents. And then I don't think we see 12 cents again, guys. Listen, we're halfway through November right now. We don't have a lot of time before things start getting very hairy in the market to the upside. So position yourself now. If you want exact trades, entry stops, targets, join the Discord. Right, you can get all this information, daily updates to you. But anyway, enough about that. VeChain, guys, our next targets, we're looking at 21 cents and 26 cents. And that's just the beginning for VeChain. I think VeChain will easily be trading for over $1 pretty soon. You'll be shocked once it really does start to move how fast it's going to go. So yeah, right now we're in a liquidity area on VeChain at 15 cents. You can scale in, 10 to 20% of your initial position. If we drop down lower, go in more. And then ride it out to the targets over here at 21 to 26 cents. And then we'll look at Kusama as well. KSM. KSM deserves to be in like the top 15, top 10 for sure. Super bullish on Kusama. I don't think people understand what it is. If they did understand, they would probably own more of it. So what I'm going to do on Kusama is I'm going to draw this. So the more you look at charts, the more you're going to see the kind of like the false breakouts, and you'll see the key areas. So we had a few like kind of false breakouts, you can call them. Really, this formed a head and shoulders. This marked the top before a huge move to the downside in the summertime. But if we mark this previous demand zone, as you can see, now used as supply, we got rejected. We broke out. Now we're retesting. KSM's about to get sent. Seriously, it's about to get sent. This will be trading over $1,000 pretty soon. Right? This is another blue chip coin. Easy pick. like easy pickings. If you just want to hold something and be safe, this is one to hold. But yeah, for KSM, we are now in that previous demand zone, previous supply zone as well. And, you know, we look to be buyers in these key areas and catch the big market swings. I'm a swing trader. I don't zoom in. I stick to the 4 hour and the daily, the 1 hour, right? See these 45, 15 to 1 minute? I don't use these personally. That's not my style of trading. I like looking at things from the bigger picture top down. Sometimes I'll check a 30-minute, 15-minute if I really want to see what's going on. But you can see everything and make so much money in the markets by just looking and trading the overall swings on the higher time frames. And KSM looks ready for its next swing up. I'm not going to get into drawing trend lines for targets or anything like that right now. But yeah, bullish on KSM, guys. Bullish on KSM. Yes, Moon River and Moonbeam. We did cover that in a video not too long ago. If we look at Moon River, this is like on sale. MOVR. It just got listed on Binance as well. Let's look at the KuCoin chart where we have more data. So on Moon River, we're still holding that same support level that was outlined in my Moon River and Moonbeam video. I said I did expect that to hold. You can see we had a false breakout to the downside, but we did end up holding the level at 350. Okay, so clearly there's a lot of demand for this coin, and clearly once it drops below 350, it gets bought up very quickly. So what does that tell you? Any dips below here are for buying on Moon River. This is expected to go to like 1,600 to 2K pretty soon, like an easy 5x. Easy 5x here. All right. Let's see what else is happening. We're going to go ahead and wrap this one up, guys. We've been going for an hour 36. We currently have 164 viewers watching, 149 likes. Let's bring that up to par. If you haven't liked the video yet, go ahead and smash that like button right now. We'll look at VRA. NFT Marketplace will blow up as the NFTs did. Watch out for Affinity. Getting your robot in-game will be a monster move. Good to see you again, man. Emotion Dior, I appreciate your support, my G. Thank you for being here. I haven't really paid too much attention to Affinity, but yeah, I'll check it out. Thank you for that free alpha. So many requests in the stream today. Let's look at VRA. VRA is a gem. It is still low cap. But here at the Empire, we've literally been trading this from the bottom. I'll show you on the chart in a second. Market cap of VRA right now, $280 million. And yeah, like I said, if we look at the chart on VRA, we've been trading this literally from the bottom, right, from below a penny. Now we're at 6.2 cents. Now, currently, as you can see, we're holding the support down here at 6.2. This is a buy, right? We expect VRA to keep on tearing it up. Clearly a strong uptrend. Sometimes people can't see it's an uptrend, so what you can do is you can switch your chart to a line chart, right? And with a line chart, it makes it a lot easier to see that we're clearly going straight up. But at this point in my career, I can use candlesticks and tell pretty easily that we're in an uptrend with candlesticks. But that's a little tip for you. Take that one home with you. Switch to a line chart if you're having a difficult time finding the trend in the market. Sooth asking, any words on Kadena? Yes, I'm bullish on Kadena. Bullish on Kadena. This is a good stream. First time coming across your content. You know what you're talking about. Although I think your upside targets are too high for VET. You don't think VET will trade at $1? I'll bet you. I will take a bet. But anyway, I appreciate your support. Thank you for being here on the stream. Glad you found the channel. I'm glad you're enjoying the content thus far. But I do think VeChain will be trading over $1. That's only like a 4x. No, it's 15 cents, so over a 4x. But hey, $1 VeChain in the cards. And let me finish up looking at VRA. We're going to end it by looking at the total to give some backups to my claims about that $1 VeChain price target. But anyway, VRA currently in a buy zone. Every time we've dropped below 6 cents, if I drop this to a 4-hour chart, right, we go beneath 6 cents and we have buyers step in. It does look a little kind of laggy, a little saggy. We might roll over here on VRA. But I'm still very bullish on this one. It's going to be trading a lot higher in the future. TN, do you trade with leverage? Yes, I do. And also trade spot. Very dynamic with my trades. But yeah, I do a little bit of both. And let me pull up the total. Let's look at the total 3. So the total 3 is the cryptocurrency market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, so that's why it's only 1.18 or 1.038 trillion dollars at this moment in time, where the total market cap is 2.78 trillion dollars, right? Because this includes Bitcoin and Ethereum. The total 3 is basically the altcoin market cap. Every single crypto in the market besides Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, we peaked out at $983 billion, just about $1 trillion in the spring. Came all the way down to $400 billion. Came all the way back up to $1 trillion, got rejected. Now we broke out from $1 trillion. Okay, so the more knocks at the door, the weaker the support or resistance gets. We broke out, we retested. Now what happens next? Now we go crazy. Now we have the real breakout. As a swing trader, this is what we look for, because this is the start of the real move. Okay, and as a swing trader, we look to capture the real move by these big breakouts. Now, if I draw some fibs on the chart, you can see this 0.618 at 1.35 trillion. 0.35 means $350 billion of capital will go into the altcoin total 3 chart spread amongst all the altcoins. VeChain right now, VeChain has a $10.5 trillion market cap. So it needs about, or billion, I mean. So it needs $90 billion to be trading at, no, it's a 10x. So that would put it at 150. Let me get my calculator to do some basic math. Let's see, 15 times, okay, so it's about a 5.5x to $1. Okay, so that means that we need $40 billion of capital. No, 50 billion. So we need $50 billion of capital to go into VeChain to get a 5x to get it at $1. Okay, some basic math. I was never that good at math, by the way. I'm more of like a speaker and a writer, but I can do math when it comes to counting money. You can guarantee that. Anyway, so we need about a 5x on VeChain, about $40 billion. If we just go to this 0.618 extension right here, 29% away, that's $300 billion entering into the market. Now, we don't know when the cycle for VeChain will be, because if you guys know, altcoins, when they pop off, it's kind of like popcorn, all right? It's like you don't know which kernel is going to pop next. Pop, pop, pop. They're all popping at different times. You don't know which altcoin that you hold is going to be the next one to pop off, okay? So could VeChain suck up $40 billion, $50 billion of liquidity? Absolutely it could, if it's its time to shine, which it could be. So yeah, VeChain $1. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to end it on that note. We're expecting, like I've been saying many times in the past, we're expecting, 3 to 5 trillion easy for the market cap for altcoins. So that's about, if we see $3 trillion for the total 3, we're looking at about a $2 trillion increase from where we currently are. Okay, $2 trillion. VeChain only needs to get $40 billion of that to hit $1. It could be wrong. Of course, I'm not always right. You don't have to be right every single time to be a successful trader. But anyway, $2 trillion. VeChain only needs $50 billion. Could happen. All I'm trying to say. All right, guys. So Cam, is this stream going to be available after it ends? Absolutely. It will be right here in the channel after this ends. My number 1 holding is Luna 2. Then Atom. Yeah, Luna, very bullish on that. Tintin, we're not going to be looking at any more right now. $500 Luna, I'm a multimillionaire. We'll go on a little yacht party then, Tintin. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the stream right now. I want to thank every single one of you guys for attending today's live stream. I had a great time. Hope you did as well. Covered a lot of altcoins today. Some low caps, some opportunities, some trading calls to, you guys should have your chart open, have your trading view open yourself on your own computer so that you can catch all of these moves, mark it out on your own, or have pen and paper handy so that you can write everything out and go to your charts and you can look at what I'm saying, right? Because you want to look at what I'm saying and then do your own analysis on top of that and then make your decisions. You should never just listen to what anybody is saying here on YouTube, because that usually is not the right way to do things. It needs to come from your brain. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this live stream. We have some more content coming to you throughout the week, like usual. If you're not subscribed to Crypto Empire already, go ahead and smash that subscribe button down below. And of course, turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Any questions, you can join the free Telegram group. If you are interested, go to cryptoempireko.io and join the premium Crypto Empire Discord group where you get all of my trades, video market updates, low cap gem calls, and overall just join a robust community of individuals who are in it to win it. That's at cryptoempireko.io. The link is in the description down below. But I hope you enjoyed this live stream. My name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and I will see you in the next video.